What's up, Dragon Brood? So we've got a late night finish here for you because I was looking around trying to find some different ideas and try to piece together some stuff, and then I realized we have an Abzan Festival deck that we played kind of back during Midnight Hunt, and we really hadn't played it since, and there was a couple things we can mess around with that fit the list, so we're going to see if we can make that work today and how much fun that is for you. Now, this is going to be for those of you that enjoy the mid-rangey to slightly longer games. Not full-on control, because you have some ways to finish the game, but, you know, just giving you fair warning there, but it is a pretty sweet list, so let's go take a look at it. Now, for starters, I gotta ask you, as always, if you'd be so kind, hop over and pay some love to our folks over at UltraPro at shop.ultrapro.com. It's a great place to find stuff for your nerd gear. They have all types of protective stuff, but they also have some other interesting things on there. They got Pokemon things, they've got stuff for some anime stuff, some D&D things, dice. Check them out. They do a lot to support me and other Magic content creators, so show them some love if you'd be so kind. Also, if you find something you want on the site and you don't want to order it through there and you want to support your local game store, go ahead. You can actually just take the item and the number down and take it to your local store and they can order it for you. Everybody wins. Okay, so in this list, we're starting with 4 Shambling Gas because the card's just good. The card's insanely good. We're going to be playing this all through Standard. We have Prosperous Innkeeper, and we have a lot of ways to make tokens, so the Innkeeper's probably going to gain us a not unsubstantial amount of life. Man, I almost couldn't find the right word there. This is what happens when you're trying to finish stuff at like 2 in the morning. We've got 2 Tangled Florahedron, or 3, sorry. And the reason we're playing 3 of these is we do want to hit all of our land drops because we have a fair amount of expensive cards to cast, but we can both use this to ramp to get ahead. Sometimes we're going to play it as a land, so kind of depends on what we have going on. Now for removal, we're playing 4 Rite of Oblivion because again we have a bunch of tokens we can sacrifice, so we're not too worried about it. And then we also have Vanishing Verse, just 2 of them. It's still really good. You might want a third one, I don't know yet, but we'll see. Playing a couple of Wedding Announcements just as a way to get extra tokens. But this also pumps up our tokens that we have out there, or in some cases can help you draw cards. Skullport Merchant, again, having sacrificial tokens, seems pretty good with the Skullport Merchant. Then we have 2 Sorin the Mirthless. Now Sorin makes tokens, but more often than not, we're probably using Sorin to draw cards. So when we're looking for something and digging deep, Sorin's actually pretty good here. Then we have 3 Eska's Chariot, because again, we have tokens to copy for days, and the card's just really good. And then Edgar is one of the things we didn't have the last time we put this together. So we're going to take a look and see what this looks like. And hopefully this works out the way we want to in the list. But it should. Edgar is actually pretty versatile. Just getting you a constant string of tokens and letting you survive those middle stages of the game. Then we have 2 Loth Spider Queen, because I just couldn't really fit any more in. Then we have 2 Ren and 7, because this is actually pretty fantastic with all kinds of things in here. We do have Rite of Oblivion and our next card, Storm the Festival, that can be played with flashback out of the graveyard. So they don't even really, they kind of negate the drawback to some level of what we have with Sorin, with Ren and 7, which is very good. And Ren and 7, obviously, with Chariot is great because you can keep copying your Tree Folk tokens. And then we have 3 Meathook Massacre. Now, the thing with Meathook Massacre that's also good in this list is as much as it's good about wiping the opponent's board out or whatever, there's going to be times that you just get like 7 or 8 tokens out and you can just Meathook Massacre and kill your opponent with just your stuff that's left over. So don't forget about that being an option as well. Lands, we're kind of all over the place to make this work. We've got 1 Plains, 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrants, 1 Swamp, 1 Forest, 4 Bright Climb Pathway, 2 Shattered Sanctum, 4 Darkboar Pathway, 2 Deathcap Glade, 4 Branchloft Pathway, and 3 Overgrown Farmland. So we should be able to, I say should, I don't know yet, but we should be able to hit all of our colors without too much of a problem. So we'll see what's up. But as always, we'll play the games. At the end of the games, catch up with me because we will talk about what we would change about this list, what we like, what we didn't like, and then I'll have a card spotlight for you, as per the usual. See you on the other side. Okay, we'll keep this. This has the makings of a good hand. We'll see, though. I mean, not bad. We don't have to worry about much here, which is kind of nice. Let's play this down, play this. And no attack? So, I mean, we can just chump block and save some damage. Our goal is hopefully it doesn't get exiled so we can turn it into treasure, but I don't think that's a thing. Yeah, exactly. There's a portable hole. I assume something like that might happen. Fair enough, though. No blocks. Okay, now we have to make a decision. How badly do we want to hold on to this prosperous innkeeper? I'm assuming not too much. So, let's put this on white. And we might even just exile a dude here. Yeah, I guess we kind of have to. Don't really like this since we're playing against an aggro deck, but I can't see a world where they don't have something to exile a permanent. Matter of fact, if they have an apparition, they still might get rid of our treasure here, which is going to be super annoying. But there's not much we can really do about it, or at least target it. They missed a land and they only had a 2-drop here. That's tough. That's tough. Yep. We could have had so much more. Alright, let's put this one on black. And let's go ahead and cast this. Now, we're going to likely lose Loth here. Because I'm assuming they're going to exile one of our tokens, attack everything into Loth, and we just trade a Spider for a Sun Gold Sentinel. Assuming they get a land here. Okay, that's not... Well, now they get to put it on the Sentinel anyway, and then we just end up double blocking. Though, the question becomes, do we still try to just kill one of their creatures, or do we want to just save Loth? No. Oh, they're coming after us. They're not even going after Loth. Interesting. That's a thought. I think we want to double block the Sentinel. I think is what we want to do, and we'll take 4. I mean, and I know I could double block the Familiar and then possibly double block the Sentinel next turn or whatever. But my logic there is that at some point they're going to get a 3rd land. You know what? Let's just do it. Alright. I didn't want to get in this situation having to decide what I want to do to defend Loth or whatever. They did get their 3rd land, so we'll see what happens here. Oh, it's just an Adeline. And that is a real problem. Because Adeline's now about to be 5 toughness. With what's on board, I would totally put that counter on the Adeline opponent. Yep, that's exactly what I would do. Now we need to find a removal card ASAP. That's not bad. That's not bad. If there was a thing we were looking for, especially when we get to make 2 6/6s, I'm down. Actually, I guess we can't unless we want to give up our Chariot, because Chariot would end up just running into an Adeline, right? But if we go 6/6, give up the Chariot, get 2 6/6s, is that enough against opponent's 3 cards here? Well, no matter what, we're at least going to do this. Is it worth giving up Chariot? I do not know. Part of me says yes, it is. But I'm going to pass. Because we can... I mean, if our 6/6 gets removed, which it probably is by Brutal Cathar, we can still deal with the opponent's other things. So we're not desperate here. We can chump block some things. We could still throw multiple things in front of Adeline if we really want to. Ooh, Adversary. That's a good answer. Good answer. I mean, Adeline can come in and come get some here if you want to. Yeah. I don't know how much you want to, but you can. I mean, I guess the opponent doesn't have any great attacks unless they just want to put Adeline at risk. This tells me, though, they don't really have one in hand, or they probably would have just done that. So now this is interesting. How do we want to deal with Adeline here, right? We could... I mean, do we want to go all-in block? That seems a bit unnecessary. Actually, we could only have to block 3 if we block a creature, and then Adeline will die at the end of the turn. So if we activate this, we get a 4/4. That's not good. We have to spend 3 to block the Adeline. And then chump block. Okay. That's fine. Here's what we're going to do. 3 on Adeline and 1 here. This is our play. All right. Oh, was that not enough? Oh, Adeline's toughness was still 1 bigger. I didn't do that math right. Oh, well. Let's see what we get here. Oh, I'm a green short. It's all right. Let's plus this. We'll find a green land. See? It's that easy. Sometimes you just demand it. The deck will provide. Ooh, here we go. Another Loth and a Skullport Merchant. Or do we want Loth and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? That would put us really close. If we got a Skullport Merchant, I think I'm okay with that. Or do we want a Shambling Gas? I think we just want the Merchant.
You could have such power.
And then
Weak to take it.
we go ahead and...
My power is for annihilation.
And do we just wait? I mean, we have a 7/7 now. We'll end up having a jump block next turn, potentially. At some point, I need to just attack with the 7, but I'm just going to pass for now. I think we're in a safe spot where we don't have to overcommit. Yep, Spellbinder. I got nothing in hand. That's fine. We've got spiders we'll be able to block with. Yep, Usher of the Fallen makes sense. Do what you will, opponent. Do what you will. Opponent does nothing here. Do we want to sacrifice a spider? Probably not. This is not bad either. Okay. Now some things are happening here. Oh, didn't want another Edgar, though. That was kind of bad. Ooh, we keep drawing lots of lines. Okay, there we go. That's the type of thing we were looking for. Let's go ahead and play an Edgar. And then let's sacrifice an Edgar. There we go. Okay, opponent goes first. All right, let's keep it. This is going to be such a long, grindy game. All right, we'll just put this in tapped. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Take her 1. Eye twitch, sure. Another eye twitch, show. Why not? Yeah, that's fine. Because we're going to need that white mana for stuff anyway, so we don't really have a choice here. Man, if they didn't have double eye twitch, Meat Hook for 1 feels like it could be somewhat legit here. We block, we get to kill a thing, they get a treasure. We don't do anything next turn other than leave mana up to maybe kill something. Nah, sure. As much as I'd like to have the treasure here. Actually, is it even still worth it to take the treasure? Because, I mean, I guess I could just Edgar next turn. Alright, let's make treasure. There is a world where we like Edgar, maybe Meat Hook, you know, something like that. I mean, we'll have to find another black mana, obviously, but we do have a Vanishing Verse, so if they do have like Dragon or something here, it's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, 2 flyers. Here they come. You are helpful, at least. Alright, well, no point in having an Edgar if we're not going to attack or block with it. I mean, I see that a lot of times where people are like, I'm not blocking. And I'm like, I'm not attacking. And then it's like, why do you have the creature? It should be doing one or the other. Alright, they've got all the treasures in the world, which I guess now they could play Loth? If they do Loth, our goal here is just going to be Meat Hook for 1 and then attack into Loth to kill it. Actually, we wouldn't even be able to. They'd get 4 counters on Loth, actually. That would end up being a problem. Do we Meat Hook here? I don't think we do. I think we just let the opponent do what they're going to do. And if they want to go get, I don't know, Mascot Exhibition or whatever, have fun. Because again, we're not going to not attack. Alright. Good thing they don't know we have another Edgar. And they'll give us a card, which we do appreciate, because we could use the mana right now. So maybe we'll draw into something. I mean, we could leave mana up to be able to sacrifice that, but, I mean, I'm just going to do this. Get us a creature, and then instead... Oh, we don't get a creature, but instead get a card. Hopefully, I meant to say get a land, hopefully, but that didn't happen. We just drew another wedding announcement, which, it's fine. Alright, what's it going to be, opponent? Your call. I don't mind either way. The worst part is, Vanishing Verse doesn't get rid of any of those tokens. As bad as that is. Alright, we did find a land. It was not a black one, however. But, we did find a Loth. And that is pretty interesting. So I think here we're just going to attack for 1. And we're going to go ahead and play this other Edgar. Alright, opponent's going to do their thing here, I'm assuming. Crack them treasure, make a bunch of things. Nope, just a blood on the snow. Great. What are you going to get back? Sure, I Twitch it is. Why not? And is this where we use our black mana, finally? Alright, I suppose so. They're about to be 3/2s, so why not?
You require my aid, aren't I the generous one?
I mean, they still have enough to play the Mascot Exhibition. Are you going to do nothing for the turn? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, I was going to say, at least go get something. Probably something to just kill the Loth, but that's fine. If you do, you do. We'll just play Sorin games, assuming we find another black mana, but we do have lots of black mana in the list. Alright, so you still got to find a creature first. You can sacrifice that too. Another blood on the snow. Okay, opponent, sure. Be cute all you want.
We will slay our enemies.
You know what? I feel like just being a jerk face, because I know I can't target anything here, because it's a red and white creature, a black and white creature, whatever. So, you know what? Nothing for you. How you like that? Now what are you going to use that necrotic fumes with?
Aren't I the generous one?
And on top of that, we found our black mana, so now we're in a much better spot. Ooh, that's good too. That's real good. Oh man. The gates are open for business. Okay. You know what? What if I just... that doesn't really make sense to do. Hold on a second. I need a moment. Because part of me wants to Ren in 7, part of me wants to Chariot. We know that the opponents got that, so that's a pain. But they've also given up so many blood on the snows already. So we're going to attack with just that. I mean, we could do this just so we get a counter on Loth, since we know Loth is going to die anyway, right? I mean, if we think Loth's going to die anyway, let's just attack with all our things. And then, yeah, let's just do that. Because I'm either going to play Sorin or I'm going to play Chariot here anyway. Probably Chariot, especially since I have Ren and 7 behind it. I mean, we can survive a lot of stuff at this point, and the opponent's only down to 3 cards, and we have a grip right now. And we're about to gain some life. Like, this is a rough spot for the opponent. And depending on how they block, I was going to say, we might actually just get to meat hook for like 1 or 2 and kill all their stuff. Okay, they didn't go for it. Alright, so we didn't lose anything. So I guess we'll just take a card from our Spider Queen.
Good minions are loyal.
And we're just going to run this out there. And just be set up for a big turn next turn. I mean, you could meat hook. I mean, you could blood on the snow. There's still options for the opponent. I mean, they could actually necrotic fumes, get rid of this, and still have 5 mana, so they could still meat hook for 3, which would still be reasonably powerful, but then they've got to deal with Edgar, and that's not great for them. But I mean, we can almost just kill the opponent using meat hook and just have all of our things die, so that's bad for them too. Sure, you have a Skullport Merchant. Alright, Shambling Gas. You can get to block a lot of things here. I can respect it. Funny thing is, we can almost meat hook for... Well, depending on what they sacrifice, I'm going to say meat hook for 2 and then still attack for a lot. And not kill our own things, which is kind of cute. Opponent's not going to use necrotic fumes. Alright. We must have some type of removal spell, right? Because what else would we be setting up for there that would make any sense? Because that feels very suspicious. Like, I am highly suspicious right now. But let's do this, right? Like, what if we meat hook for 2, or for why did I say for 2? For 4, right? Everything dies. We have a 1/1 Edgar. But then we could make 2 spiders, use those spiders to activate Chariot, attack with the Chariot, get in for 5 and opponents at 5. Or we could Ren in 7, make a 6/6, use that with the Chariot, and see what happens. Seems fine. Let's do it. And if you just have all those answers, opponent, so be it. I will accept that. And then we'll try to live in our meat hook massacres or some such. I mean, they're going to do something. Whatever it is that something is, we're about to find out, I'm sure. I mean, is it like a deadly dispute or something?
They prepare for war.
Alright. Let's tap something we're not actually going to attack with. That's fine. So you can destroy our 7/7. Like, up to you what you want to do here, opponent. We don't really care one way or the other. Alright, attacking with this. Attack with this. Attack with these two, because they don't even have a flyer right now. Maybe we attack with the 3/3s? Because I'm like, this could block one, this could block one, this blocks one of those. That trades with one. Then we just have two 7/7s back. I'm curious what this other card is. I think that's the one thing holding me up here. So I'm just going to attack with these. Because I truly don't know what the opponent's got going on here. I mean, it could be, I don't know, exile a permanent, or I mean, exile a planeswalker or creature, potentially. Okay. Yeah, I don't hate any of this. This is all fine. Okay, we still don't know what that card is, and I guess we're not going to find out. Yeah, I'm baffled. I don't know. I got nothing. If I'd have known they truly had nothing, we could have just won on that turn. But it is what it is, I guess.
Aren't I generous?
At this point, I'm just gonna use Loth to get a card. Really not a point in making creatures, because they do just have some meat hook massacre type situation. They're just gonna gain a whole bunch of life here that we don't want to have to fight through unnecessarily. So now is the time you're finally gonna get rid of the Loth, right? We know that's a thing.
I'm sure you'll miss me.
And then we're going to another Blood on the Snow? Okay. That's all it was. Alright, fair enough. They get something back. And don't get me wrong, I could have meat hooked my way out of that last situation. I'm fully aware of that. But decided we're just going to do some other things. I was mostly concerned with what the opponent's last card was, and I was hoping we were going to get to see it, but we didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this is fine. We'll just plus. Alright, let's put this into play. Let's play this. Let's cast Sorin. I mean, we kind of had all the answers anyway. Opponent really never threatened us during this game. Even with 3 blood on the snows.
I bring my own army.
Yeah, that's it. If they're gonna see, if the opponents go through the motions to do stuff like this, and I'm like, fine, I'm gonna block. Right? If you're gonna attack, I'm gonna block. And we're just gonna both waste time here. Alright. And after all that, we finished even at above 22 life. Alright, this seems like a totally reasonable hand. Need to find a little bit more love to go with it, but I don't hate it. So let's do this. I mean, if we could find like one more land, we could start setting up some reasonable things here. So this could be alright. Let's attack. See what the opponent wants to do here. Probably play something. Oh, I was going to say. Not that, actually. I was not expecting the opponent to play that. I was thinking they might have played another land and played a Thalia, which would have made us super sad. But it was not Thalia. So we were less sad. Funny how that works. Let's attack. Opponent is blocking. Fantastic. We will gladly take treasure here. And we will just play this. and pass the turn. So 2, 4, 5, 6. We'll be able to play a turn 4 Storm the Festival. Yep. So this is not a bad thing. Please don't Fading Hope our floor heat. No, they're not. Ooh. We get complete shields down. Alright. Let's do it to it. Please don't miss. Be something good. Big money, no whammies. Those are definitely not whammies.
Under my reach, neither vampire nor
Alright.
you.
That's a pretty good setup. Nope. Well, we know what that is. Oh, I say that. I mean, I would assume it's a Doomscar, but maybe we're wrong. Maybe. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's up top, because we might find a black land. We did not, but I might still take that card. I think I'm happy taking that. I think it's fine.
Not for the weak.
All right. Tap those. We'll get our attacks in. We'll copy this. Not like it likely matters, but you know.
You fight for me now.
Okay, nothing else to do here. Revitalize, sure. All right, now we just want to draw a black land so we could play a Loth as our current plan. Oh, that was a different Doomscar. They just cast that one straight up. All right, well, we can cast that if nothing else. But let's take a look at the top. Ooh. Do we even need that? Yeah, you know what? Let's just take it. Why not? Let's just be greedy. Let's get all the cards.
Blood for knowledge.
Let's play this. All right, opponent quit. Yeah, this hand's no good, so we're just gonna mulligan. Ooh, this is not much better, but we are going to keep it and see if we can turn it into something. That is a good start. Or is it, actually? Hold on. Let's put this in tap so we could at least play Innkeeper next turn. Now, I'm going to be really sad if I draw another untapped land here, because I'd be like, oh, we could have done stuff that turn. Okay. This is kind of one of those tough spots, too, because if we spend our treasure next turn to play the Chariot, there's a chance the Chariot gets Vanishing Burst, and then we get Meat Hook for 2, and it's like the double whammy. But there's like not much you can do. You kind of have to just say if they have it, you know? Sometimes it's just the risk you got to take. Alright. I mean, we're only 1 mana short of being able to play a Loth anyway, so I guess it's fine. Let's just see if our Chariot lives. I don't assume it will. Okay, Meat Hook Massacre, fair. I'll take a little bit of solace in the fact we got to keep our Chariot.
No cost is too great to quill my people. I bring my own army.
Come on, mana. We need 1 more mana. Come on, mana. 1 more mana. Oh, opponent's doing nothing here? Alrighty then. We don't hate those. Ooh, that's not bad either. What I'm processing here is there a way to play this? That's 2. Play this for 1. I could activate Chariot. Use this to get rid of Shambling Gas to get rid of Wedding Festival and attack with our chariot? Ooh, man. Alright. This is a bit greedy. This is very greedy, actually. I'm just going to let y'all know up front. Do as I say, not as I do. This is super greedy. Like, dare I say, this is unnecessarily greedy. Oh, wait, we haven't played a land for the turn. Have we? Oh, we did. We did. So, play this. Activate Chariot. They had a Vanishing Verse anyway. Alright. So, ultimately didn't matter. Alright. We'll go ahead, use the treasure. Because now we have to, because if we don't, then we just lose our Sorin. Which we still might if they draw a land, but whatever. Well, I guess we could get rid of a creature here, though, right? Then they would have to get the land and send everything into Sorin? No, they still wouldn't. They'd just be able to attack with just that. Yep, it's kind of unfortunate they had a Vanishing Verse, but don't think we had too many outs otherwise. Oh, wait, had we... I thought we played a land already for the turn. Alright, well, I mismanaged the turn, honestly. Didn't have to use that last treasure up. But that's okay. I think we were in a rough spot here anyway. I'm not too concerned about it. Alright. Down goes Sorin. We knew it was a possibility. Yep. Yeah, that was weird. I swear earlier when I looked... How did I get another land into play? Because the opponent went first, didn't they? I feel like Arena goofed. I'm going to have to rewatch the footage, but I feel like Arena messed up. Because there was a point during that turn where we legitimately could not play the land. Because we'd already played a land for the turn. Or at least wouldn't let me play one. It was not highlighted in my hand. But then post-combat, it did let me play a land. I don't know how or why, but it did let me, for sure. That is strange. I'm not going to attack here. I mean, I'm sure they have one of the million exile things for our Loth, but so be it. But we'll see. I mean, they might just have another Meat Hook Massacre. Nope, it's a Sorin of their own.
Violence is necessary.
Alright, that makes sense.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
And a Baleful Master. Oh, that's funny. And we get to draw another Loth? Love it. Oh! Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Alright, well, let's do this. Let's get rid of this.
For they consume the weak.
Let's send this into you. And these two into you. Actually, this feels safe, which means it's probably not. But gambling. Alright, cool, cool.
Know that I will not abandon my quest.
Alright.
Aren't I generous? Do what I demand.
Our innkeeper's gonna fight our life loss from the Meathook Massacre, which is kind of nice here. Ah, red mana. I've been seeing some of those decks splashing red for like Stincia Uprising, I think is the card. Oh, they had another Sorin. Okay. Fair enough.
Out of my way.
I guess we're just gonna attack a bunch of things into Sorin.
You fight for
Also
me
great.
now.
Totally on board with this plan. You can block one of them? I guess I really only need to send 2 at them, huh? Because 2 can block 1. The other gets through because they have Menace. And then we can just attack these at the opponent. Nah, let's just do that for now.
Without me.
Alright, let's draw a card.
Oh yes, I know the knowledge you seek.
Ren and 7. Make a big, what's about to be 7/7.
Canopy. The trees are mighty.
Now they sweep the board. It's like, well. Okay, well, problem is they do have flyers. We have spiders, though. They can keep blocking the flyers, so that's good news. They are getting more bodies here, which is bad news.
We can foster much growth here.
Okay. Ooh, put a chariot in the yard. That's unfortunate. That would have been really nice here. Let's draw first.
Go, my children.
Nice. What do we do with this? Do we get rid of Meathook Massacre? I feel like that's what we do. So let's go... Actually, wait. If we just get rid of both of the flyers, can we attack and gain enough that it just doesn't matter what the opponent does from here? Even if these become like 2/2s, we don't care. That feels accurate. So yeah, let's get rid of this. We'll sack a token. I guess I could have saved it and just got rid of the vampire. Actually, just getting rid of the vampire would have probably been plenty. This falls on the side of greed a little bit, honestly. But, nah, it is what it is.
A gift in exchange.
All right,
for
we'll
your
sit back just so we don't end up losing anything here, and then we'll just get to attacking again. Actually, we can attack with this safely. That's fine. Actually, if we attack with the 8/8, no, that's fine. That just discourages the opponent from doing anything silly. All right, let's see what's up. Oh, no, they got a loss. Okay. Well, I guess I should have saved it. That's what I get for getting greedy. Definitely should have left that Elite Spellbinder alone. Such is life. Actually, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right.
Every seed
Ooh, that would have been nice to have.
potential.
All right, more duders.
Subservience will be rewarded.
All right. I was really kind of hoping to put a festival on the graveyard, but that was not a thing to be, unfortunately.
My words are for ambitious minds.
I mean, I guess we could just put everything in the yard and just return everything from our graveyard to our hand. That would be a thing. All right, this ain't too bad. Gain a bunch of life. Draw a card. This is mostly fine to play here, I guess. 4 times 6, 4 times 4 would be 16 cards I'd have to do to get all those back in my hand. Don't know if that's really worth it. But I'm going to try anyway, because we flip a festival. That's really all we're looking for with this much mana.
Mighty forests.
Finally, we found one. Jeez, okay. Alrighty then. What's our next play? We attack a bunch of stuff into Lolth with spiders. Opponent can block 1, 2, 3 spiders if they used everything. Let's pass. I feel like we have a pretty big turn next turn. Even if they have like a sweeper or something here. We're not in too much of a hurry. Yep. Let's see if they find what they need. Because they might just be looking for stuff to remove our planeswalkers.
Secret.
Which would be totally understandable. They could also be holding multiple exile effects. They want to get rid of our chariot, so the chariot doesn't get to copy things. Like, who knows? Yep. I'm wondering if we even go after Lolth. I might just go after the opponent. Seriously. Okay, the opponent's going to go make sure we don't get our Storm the Festival, which is fine. We can live with that. And that wasn't really part of our plans here anyway. Sure. That was just a nice bonus for us. Do we want to do anything? Yeah, just these two are fine. Alright. And we'll get some treasure.
I will get what I want. We will slay our enemies.
Okay. So now it's about what are we going to do to the opponent here. Alright, they get to block with the stuff, put a bunch of counters on their Lolth, but we'll also get to put a bunch of counters on our Lolth. So it's all kind of silly. So what do we want this to look like? Because we're going to get at least 2 spiders back, and then also get a Ren and 7 token, and we're going to copy a token, so we'll have up to 3 10/10s this turn. I say we... I mean, I can attack with this too, since we're not doing much else here. Can I attack with both of them? That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, we wouldn't be able to do both, unless I just zeroed. Well, no, but those come into play tapped. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, I didn't activate the chariot. Gosh dang it. I was so quick to hit the damn button. Well, damn. I kind of messed up that attack step. That's bad news. Well, if we're going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, might as well send them all at Lolth. And then let you figure out what you want to kill and how you want to do it. I mean, unfortunately, those are all 2/2s, so we don't really get much out of this here. I messed that up. I was just playing. This is what happens when you're playing at whatever time it is, 1:54 in the morning. Yep. You want to kill our Hive of the Eye Tyrant more? No, they're just letting theirs die. That's an interesting thing I did not expect. Hmm. Well, I guess we draw a card.
I always reward
That
loyalty.
is pretty damn good. Okay, well. Now it's just what do we kill with this? Is it the meat hook or is it wedding festivities? I think it's wedding festivities. And we'll get rid of one of these. All right, opponent gave up. Whew. All right, y'all, as of me recording this, I don't know how long this video is going to be because I had at least 4 very long games against other mid-rangey black-white decks. Now, the good news is we managed to go 3-1 against them, but man, they were long. So they probably aren't going to make the cut on this video because I believe each of those was over 20 minutes and one of them was over 30 minutes. I know that for a fact. So we'll leave it as it is. If you saw one, great. You got to see one of those matches. If not, just know there were some. And if you play against the black-white decks, you're going to play some very grindy games. So just heads up if you decide to play this deck. As for what we would change, I think I actually want to take out one Sorin and possibly add one Kaya, the 5-mana Kaya. Just because I want a little bit of extra versatility for being able to remove other permanents that the opponent has. I mean, we could be in some situations where we could also get a spirit token back, potentially, whether we're getting rid of like a Tangled Florahedron or an Innkeeper or something like that, and just recycling that multiple turns. But I do think one Kaya could be useful. But otherwise, I don't really want to change too much. I thought the list played very well. It was pretty resilient in some situations. So yeah, thumbs up. It's just a little bit tough. Like I said, those black-white matchups are going to be very, very long. So just keep that in mind. For today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Deathrite Shaman. And this is one of those cards that it's actually banned in Modern because it's too good in that format. But it's still really good every time you see it on the field. It makes mana, it can basically deal damage to your opponent, and it can gain you life. And it's only 1 mana, and it's a 1/2. Matter of fact, it can be black or green mana. The card is very good, and it still goes for between $7 and $8. So even though this card can't even be played in every format, it's still good enough in the formats that it's in that it still carries a pretty lofty ticket. And that's not crazy expensive, but when you consider that a card's banned in one of the more popular formats, it actually is kind of surprising that it's stayed that expensive. But yeah, if you ever take a look at this card, just understand it's very good. So if, you know, maybe consider adding one to your decks if you want to check it out and play with it a little bit. It's actually a pretty sweet card. One of the, if not the best 1-drop in either of those colors. It's really high on that list. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, as always, it'll be down in the description below. You can also find links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discords. Also, if you'd like to support the channel as well, we do have different types of affiliation codes down below. So if you're shopping with Ultra Pro, I don't know why I almost forgot the name, or if you're shopping on Amazon or TCGPlayer, please click one of the links in the description before doing your shopping, and then we'll get credit for sending you over there. Also, if you want to support us directly, we do actually have a little thing down there. If you hit that join button, for as little as 99 cents, you can support the channel, and we really appreciate that. It helps so very much. But even if you don't do that and you can't afford doing that, totally understand. Just remember to like this video because that helps us out a lot. Then hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and that notification bell. And remember to choose all notifications. And if you'd be so kind, share this with one person today, and that would help us out a whole lot. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.